Hey, Kingdom Kids! You better hurry. Our adventure is about to start.
CC, it's story time. CC, it's story time! CC always telling the stories, pink hair and socks, and she's never boring. Whiteboard with the orange tie. You need a recap? Derek is your guy. Oh, with a flow so cold. Everybody get ready for adventure mode. Heather with the crew that's so disruptive. Hey, what's that? Friendly interruption! Kingdom Kids, yeah, Kingdom Kids. Kingdom Kids, yeah, Kingdom Kids!
Hey, Kingdom Kids, and welcome back. In today's adventure, we're going to hear Jesus tell another parable. In this parable, Jesus tells us about a lost sheep and a lost coin. But before we do that, we need a recap. Take it away, Derek.
Jesus went out to tell people a story. A farmer went out to scatter seeds in a field. He scattered the seeds on 4 different types of land. The first seeds fell along the road, and the birds came and ate them all. The second seeds fell along rocky ground and couldn't grow. The third land was full of thorn bushes, and the plants did start to grow, but were quickly killed by the thorns. The fourth and final seeds were planted on good ground, and they grew so much wheat. Jesus compared the seeds to people who have bad surroundings and who hear the word but don't let it reach deep down in their hearts. But the 4 seeds that fell on good ground are the people who hear and understand the message. They produce a good harvest and flourish. Wow, I want to be on the good soil. Anyways, back to you, Cece.
Huh, good soil. You know, that almost reminds me of this one time where we went blueberry picking. But instead of being blueberries on the bush, there were...
We interrupt this regularly scheduled program to bring you this friendly interruption. Hopefully Joe will make you laugh with today's joke.
Hey, Kingdom Kids! It's Joe with jokes for you! Okay, here's a question. How do you make an octopus laugh? With 10 tickles! 10 of those.
Do you know what? I'm sure his jokes will be better with time. Hopefully. Take it away, Cece.
Wow, inspirational, Joe. Really. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for...
Adventure Mode!
Tax collectors and sinners were all crowding around to listen to Jesus. So the Pharisees and the teachers of the law of Moses started grumbling. This man is friendly with sinners. He even eats with them. Then Jesus told them this story. If any of you has 100 sheep and one of them gets lost, what will you do? Won't you leave the 99 in the field and go look for the lost sheep until you find it? And when you found it, you would be so glad that you would put it on your shoulder and carry it home. Then you will call in your friends and neighbors and say, "Let's celebrate, I've found my lost sheep." Jesus said, in the same way, there is more happiness in heaven because of one sinner who turns to God than over 99 good people who don't need to. Jesus told the people another story. What will a woman do if she has 10 silver coins and loses one of them? Won't she light a lamp, sweep the floor, and look carefully until she finds it? Then she will call in her friends and neighbors and say, "Let's celebrate, I found the coin I lost." Jesus said, in the same way, God's angels are happy when even one person turns to him. Jesus and his disciples returned to the crowd. A man knelt in front of him and said, "Lord, have pity on my son. He is sick and will faint or shake and often falls into a fire or into water. I brought him to your disciples, but none of them could heal him." Jesus said, "You people are too stubborn to have any faith. How much longer must I be with you? Why do I have to put up with you? Bring the boy here." Then Jesus spoke sternly to the demon. It went out of the boy, and right then he was healed. Later, the disciples went to Jesus in private and asked him, "Why couldn't we force out the demon?" Jesus replied, "It is because you don't have enough faith. But I can promise you this, if you had had faith no larger than a mustard seed, you could tell this mountain to move from here to there, and it would. Everything would be possible for you." Jesus and his disciples continued on their way preaching and sharing the gospel to all who would listen. And that's what we learned on
Adventure Mode!
Wow, this story showed us that even though we may go astray, which means even though we wander off and walk away from the Lord, God will always come after us. In Psalms 21, it tells us that the Lord is our shepherd. This means that as his sheep, he cares for us. The shepherd's job is to lead the sheep to nice, clean water for us to drink, or beautiful green pastures for us to eat. He also protects us from the wolves that come. And Jesus is the best shepherd that ever existed. Jesus always comes after you to bring you back because he loves you so much. Well, that's all the time we have for today, Kingdom Kids. I'll see you next time. Bye!
I liked this video. Did you? Well, like and subscribe.